spiral stairs, it full of light. 200 steps to the top of the tower tonight. The stone worn smooth by 100 years of keepers climbing through their hopes and fears. The rope rail cold beneath my hand, the narrow window slits, a thin band of dusk light spiraling as I climbing the spiral stairs one more time. Halfway up, I always pause to breathe. Look out the slit at the darkening sea, the same view every keeper's seen, climbing the spiral stairs in between the world below and the lamp room high. The tower reaching up to the sky, built to warn the ships of the rocks below, climbing the spiral stairs. Slow, climbing the spiral stairs, round and round. The same 200 steps, the same old sound of my boots on stone that keepers wore smooth. Climbing the spiral stairs, the proof. Climbing the spiral stairs at dusk, that someone still tends the light. The husk of the old tradition still alive. Climbing the spiral stairs, I arrive. There's a rhythm to the climb by now. My legs know it without asking how. Many steps are left, my breath finds the pace that 100 keepers' minds and bodies found before me here. Climbing the spiral stairs each year, each evening, each and every night. Climbing the spiral stairs to life. Reach the top as the last light failed. The lamp room waited, the glass unveiled, the whole horizon spread out wide. Climbing the spiral stairs, the pride of finally standing at the top, where the climb and the daylight stop and the real work of the night begins. Climbing the spiral stairs, it wins. Climbing the spiral stairs, round and around. Climbing the spiral stairs, no other sound. Lighting the lamp as the dark comes down, the mechanism turning the olden sound. Clockwork gears that have turned for years. Lighting the lamp, the keeper's tears of pride each time the beam goes round, sweeping the dark with its steady sound of light and shadow. Light and shadow again, lighting the lamp, the warning to the men at sea tonight who need to know exactly where the rocks lie low. Beneath the water at the point, the lamp exists to make the joint between the danger and the safe deep water. The lamp's own strafe of light across the darkening bay, lighting the lamp at the end of day. Lighting the lamp, the beam sweeps around, lighting the lamp, the ancient sound of gears and glass and the flame within. Lighting the lamp, the night begins. Lighting the lamp, the warning sent out to the sea, the whole intent of the tower and the keeper's life. Lighting the lamp against the strife, before the automatic light, before the systems ran the night. A keeper had to climb and light this lamp themselves, get the wick right. I still do it though I could let the modern system do it. Yet there's something sacred in the task, lighting the lamp. The reason I ask. The beam caught full and swept the dark out across the water, a mark of safety for whoever's out. Lighting the lamp without a doubt, the most important thing I do each evening as the sky turns blue to black and the lamp begins its round. Lighting the lamp, the steady sound. Lighting the lamp, sweeping round. Steady sound. Ships in the fog I hear before I see the engine low across the misty sea, the foghorn sounding its own reply. Ships in the fog beneath the sky that swallowed everything but sound. The lamp beam lost, the fog around so thick tonight the light can't cut through. Ships in the fog, the only clue. Ships in the fog, the tower beckons, blind ships through the dangerous strait. Ships in the fog, I calculate their distance by the engine's pitch, getting closer than the switch of direction as they find their way. Ships in the fog, the foghorn sway. Ships in the fog, I can't see them at all, just the sound and the foghorn call, guiding them past the rocks below. Ships in the fog, the way I know. Ships in the fog are trusting me, blind through this fog upon the sea, to sound the horn and keep them clear. Ships in the fog so near. This is the oldest job there is, guiding the blind through the abyss of weather that erases sight. Ships in the fog rely on right time and right sound, the steady horn that's called through fog since ships were born. The keeper's oldest, truest task. Ships in the fog, the fog's own mask. The engine sound moved past the point, safely through the dangerous joint of rocks and current, out of harm. Ships in the foghorn's charm worked again as it always does. The fog still thick, the fog still was there when the ship had come and gone. Ships in the fog, the horn goes on. Ships in the fog, sound and go. Ships in the fog, the foghorn low. logbook open on the worn wood desk. Wind from the northwest, a westerly gust. Visibility poor, the fog rolled in. The logbook, the nightly discipline of writing down exactly what occurred. The wind, the ships, the birds I've heard against the glass. The weather's shift, the logbook, the keeper's gift. 100 years of keepers wrote the same details, the same log note of wind and weather, ships and birds. The logbook doesn't need fancy words, just the truth of what the night held. The storms that came, the ones that felled old trees along the point, the calm. The logbook, the keeper's psalm. The logbook, the record of the days. The logbook, the keeper's quiet ways of marking time against the sea. The logbook, the history. The logbook, someone else will read this one day. Will take heed of what I wrote about tonight. The logbook, keeping it right. I sometimes read the older logs, the keepers before me, the fogs they wrote about, the storms they weathered. The logbook binds us all together across the years. The same tower watched by us at this same hour, recording what the sea provides. The logbook, where the truth resides. Wrote tonight's century careful and slow. Ships passed at 9, the fog, the low visibility. The horn sounded 12 times. The logbook, the keeper's rhymes on poetry, just simple fact, but something in the daily act of writing feels like it matters more. The logbook, the keeper's chore. The logbook, written down. The logbook, the keeper's sound. Radio silence past midnight now. No calls tonight, no ships that need somehow guidance or help, just the static hiss. Radio silence, the quiet abyss of hours alone with just the hum of the equipment. The ocean's drum against the rocks below the tower. Radio silence, the deepest hour. Sometimes I talk to no one at all, just to hear a voice against the wall of silence that the night puts up. Radio silence, an empty cup of conversation that I fill with my own voice against the still dark hours when nobody calls. Radio silence, the empty halls. Radio silence, just me and the light. Radio silence, the deepest night when nothing calls and nothing comes. Radio silence, just the sea's low hums. Radio silence isn't lonely though, it's just quiet, just the slow turning of the lamp, the steady beam. Radio silence, the keeper's dream. People think the silence must be hard, the isolation on your guard against the emptiness and cold. But I've learned something I've been told by years of keeping that the quiet isn't empty, it's a diet, a space that most people never get. Radio silence, no regret. Near 2 a.m. a distant call came through the static, that was all I needed, just a human voice. Radio silence, then the choice to answer back and share the night with someone else who tends a light somewhere else along the coast. Radio silence, not quite a ghost. Radio silence, just the sea. Radio silence, just me. Oh, love. Letters to the mainland by the lamp's low light, writing to the ones I miss tonight. The supply boat comes but once a week. Letters to the mainland, the words I seek to tell them what it's like out here. The isolation and the peace, the clear, cold beauty of a life alone. Letters to the mainland, a written home. Tell them about the ships I've saved, the nights the fog rolled in and the waves beat against the rocks below the light. Letters to the mainland every night. I think of writing something new, but mostly it's the same old view, explained 100 different ways. Letters to the mainland, all my days. Letters to the mainland, the words I send. Letters to the mainland, the far-off friend or lover reading by their own lamplight. Letters to the mainland every night. Letters to the mainland, bridging the gap between the tower and the map of everywhere that isn't here. Letters to the mainland, so dear. Sometimes I write the same thing twice, not because I forgot, but the advice of loneliness is you say again the things that matter most, and then trust that saying them one more time makes the distance feel less like a crime against the ones who wait for me. Letters to the mainland, the sea. Sealed the letter for the morning boat. Read it once more, a single note. Added at the bottom a line that says I'm well, that all is fine. Letters to the mainland sent with care, across the water and the air, to someone waiting on the other side. Letters to the mainland, the tide. Letters to the mainland, sent with love. Letters to the mainland, the stars above. Her home. sun comes up, time to close the logbook, drain the cup of coffee that kept me through the night. Dawn watch ends the growing light, making the lamp's beam disappear into the ordinary daylight clear. The towers work for the night complete. Dawn watch ends, the morning sweet. Climb back down the spiral stairs, 200 steps, the same old prayers of thanks that another night is done. Dawn watch ends, the rising sun, painting the whole coast gold and new. The fog long gone, the sky pure blue. The ships I guided somewhere safe. Dawn watch ends, the morning's face. Dawn watch ends, the keeper's rest. Dawn watch ends, the night's own test, passed again for one more day. Dawn watch ends, I make my way. Dawn watch ends, to bed at last. The whole long lonely night now past, until the dusk calls me again. Dawn watch ends, until then. Strife against the fog and storm and sea, then dawn, then rest, then finally the cycle's starting once again. Dawn watch ends and I begin the waiting for the light to fall. Dawn watch ends, that's all. Slept through the morning in my bed, the sun outside, the night's work shed like a coat I don't need in the day. Dawn watch ends, and far away the mainland, waking to the boats heading out, the letters and the notes I write again when dusk returns. Dawn watch ends, the lesson learned. Dawn